Welcome to the Modern Samurai. For this episode, I traveled to Israel to meet my mentor. He is the founder and CEO of the International Security Academy, one of the best protection and counterterrorism training centers in the world. And I came here because I want you also to learn the insights how to become successful in your security career. So, Shalom, Mr. Mirza.
Shalom, Tod. Good to see you in Israel.
I'm very excited that we managed to meet.
Me too. To see you now after 13 years of interviewing me in Israel, lovely.
We've met in 2007 when I was 20-something.
20-something, yes.
I was very young. And I decided to come to Israel because I heard that the Israelis are the best. And as your motto says, in order to become the best, you must train with the best.
Why we need to train, eh? I'll tell you why you need to train. You need to train because in the 21st century, many of the security-related missions were already transferred since the 20th century, were transferred, and a lot of these missions were transferred from the army, from the police, to the civil security industry.
What is the civil security industry?
Civil security industry is all those security practitioners which are assisting or are considered auxiliary forces of the law enforcement, police, army, and various public organizations which are in charge to protect the homeland security. And there are many, even the fire department is considered in the civil security. And first aid, volunteers, and others, civil security. So all this sector of security practitioners increased dramatically. The law enforcement everywhere need to be more focused and more on the sophisticated crime, which is increasing. And because of it, they need auxiliary force, they need people whom they can rely on and whom can help them to fulfill the missions. So this is the civil security industry. Global economy, global communication, global transportation, global security issues, global security solutions by security industry. That's why it is a lot of the response, a lot of the answers, the solutions must be from one country to another. This is globally. It is not, you cannot transfer people security related sector from Kenya to Paris to Argentina. You need to base on global security, global cooperation, private Interpol.
By looking at the actual event of this pandemic incident today, coronavirus, how do you think it will affect the civil security industry?
You see, I heard yesterday that the police of Tenerife, is surrounding an hotel which was 1 or 2 people were infected and enter under siege in order to avoid the coronavirus to spread around. Who did the job? Medical services, but the police enforced the need to block the area, siege. Unfortunately, we are talking now about the virus, but this is in every domain. The law enforcement, which were in charge traditionally, are need to use now assistance, auxiliary force. So if they started with the police, and if it will stay now in Tenerife, 1,000 people in hotel, or maybe more, will be for 2 weeks there. Who will do it? Civil security industries will replace the police with authorities from the police, authorized by the police, regulated by the police, and the police will work as reserve army. The reserve army is the civil security industry. Look wherever it is, with all the immigration in Europe, who is taking control on all the camps, all the facilities, everywhere? Well, if you put army, is it right that army will control inside the country? So, auxiliary force, civil security industry. So even in this, unfortunately, this dramatic crisis, the front line everywhere is the civil security industry. Even here, it is a civil security industry, the front line.
Private security industry.
Private security industry, of course. That's why it is. The private security industry are security practitioners from every family, it can be, from everywhere, with the right qualification and assisting the public interest. The importance of this sector must be recognized. People must understand that there are no moves around without having police, army, security service, private security service, which is the auxiliary force of the police, internal and domestic missions.
You wrote a lot of articles about this many years ago. I remember reading in one of your articles that even events like football can
unfortunately
be high risk events.
You are, my friend, you are from Spain. You have Real Madrid, you have Barcelona, which attract 100,000 people to a football stadium. Who is taking measures of security? If you put in Madrid, in the center of Madrid, their stadium, is the police capable? Or you want the police to take care of everything? Is it possible? It's not possible. So voila, security inside, security, riots, order. But these people are assembling today in places. This is today a threat. Everywhere in Europe, everywhere in every city, everywhere in, there are matches, there are sports. Yesterday, 2 days ago, it was driving into a festival in Germany, a festival of children, a local festival of children with masks, they were working. A car attacked them. It is not clear why it was the attack. Nobody reported yet if it is terrorism. Which kind of terrorism? For me, it's terrorism. Which kind of terrorism? It is the terrorism of the fanatics from inside, like it was few days before in another village in Germany, which 11 people were killed. 11, 10, maybe I mistake. It is drama that it is even one is too much. So everywhere you have conflicts, everywhere you have problems, everywhere there is a need to people to stop it. We need, unfortunately, and this is the message from the State of Israel, and that's why you came here probably. It is need in the 21st century to continue to live, to continue to develop, to continue to enjoy life, to continue to study, to continue to improve and to fly to one place to another, even will be increasing terrorism. Who will resolve it? Who will assist it? Who will help to avoid it, to stop it, or to reduce, to mitigate and overcome? Civil security industry.
And speaking about Israel, I'm here in your house in Israel, and by walking on the streets, I see that it's totally different than Europe, than anything that I can see outside Israel. And let's explain to the audience, because I want them to hear from yourself, why Israel is the Mecca for the security training.
No, I want to correct you. It's not Mecca, it's Jerusalem. Jerusalem.
Why?
Yes, I know, I'm joking. We put security as our Bible. Jerusalem in Israel is a place where we can share. We want to share know and expertise, because here we developed, unfortunately, we developed the concept, the method and the tactics how to mitigate and overcome violent crime and terrorism, and meantime to develop medicine, to develop economy, to develop I think that even your device which you are using here, the mobile, the telephone, everywhere you can find our fingerprints. But we have, you think we have terrorism, we mitigate and overcome all the way, together permanently. We do not let the bad guys to win, because we do not give the bad guys to win. We need to invest, we need to work. Our population is supportive. Our people, the entire population is supportive. This is not only dial 911. This is not call the police and sue the issue to somebody else. We educate from a young age to be aware, to be involved, to train the people with a minimal level of awareness. The awareness develop involvement. The involvement in create prevention. Prevention, this is to mitigate and overcome. So you see, people do not understand, but we on the street, crime street, our level of crime street is lower than, well, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, the places with everybody thinks that it is milk and honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Violent on the street, we have less, because all the people are contributing, all the nation which live in Israel. Our people in Israel are resolving incidents before they escalate.
Yeah, they don't take the law by their hands. They don't do justice.
The law is in Israel requires, demands to interfere in order to stop a crime. We are ordered by our social laws to prevent a crime. If you do not prevent a crime, you can expect a punishment because you didn't prevent. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we take the law. We are armed, but armed not for robbery. Yeah. We are armed and we carry weapon with license. We need to training for it, but people which have the weapon are not using it one against the other one like in the Wild West, where you are using it against the bad guys. And you cannot have this, by the statistic you can understand. There are no incidents. You don't see people entering in a disco and killing people in the disco. You don't see students entering in the high school and shooting 20 of their friends in high school because the father have weapon at home and he can take it. This is not the same attitude. The attitude is we are using everything for protecting all. All are protecting all. One for all for one. Well, sounds very, very, very ridiculous from somewhere in the movies. No, but it is. We are together, involving together. We struggle, we fight, we have conflicts. There is some kind of crime, but violent crime, we are sometimes so, I try to explain it in a way, we are so aggressive that we do not let aggressive to grow up in public.
From all over the world, people come to Israel, come to ISA to train. Why or how is ISA different from the rest?
Our attitude, concept, vision is saying that in order to mitigate and overcome violent crime and terrorism in many other countries, we cannot send delegations of guerrillas, delegations of bodyguards to protect our people which are traveling all over the countries. We have friends in all the countries where the Israelis are visiting. What is our concept is saying that by improving the capacities, the operational capacities of our friends, allies in the friendly countries to protect themselves by sharing know-how and expertise, they will cure or they will improve their capacities, and while Israelis will go there and visit there, they will be secured. It's very, very win-win. So our intention all the time was to train the trainer, to prepare here in Israel many as possible, capable colleagues, capable security practitioners, to bring them to a level of instructors. You are an instructor, Todd, no? This is your contribution in your country.
What a long road.
Yes, but you are contributing now to your people. You wrote a book. You were involved in our Bible, security Bible. Now you are one of the Spanish, which are contributing for the Spanish, and the Spanish have their own language, and the Spanish have capable people like you, and there are few more others, which as many as possible, to spread around. We are missionaries of protection. We are missionaries of security. We train here that people will go out and train their own countries, and by that, to vaccinate all the society everywhere. Vaccination. This is what is today. People are looking for vaccination for this crisis, Corona. We want to vaccinate to avoid Corona security in many countries. All these incidents are Corona. Why from Corona everybody is afraid? That nobody is looking at it in this way. Prepare our society.
I remember when I was here back in 2007 training, and speaking about the vaccine, this training is, as you say, it's like a vaccination. Because what is a vaccine? It's a virus. It's a debilitated virus introduced in the body in order to not to harm the body, but to allow the body to produce the antibody to fight and be prepared in case the bad virus comes in, the real virus comes in. So your training was throwing us into the battle, let's say battle, and to let us figure out how to come out of it. I remember very well that. It's well recorded back in my head. The security Bible, the manual, the ISA manual, it's a big, very big manual. It's 6,000 pages or more. What led you to create such an extensive, detailed manual?
The main intention is to equip you and guys like you, good people from their own country, to take this religion. It is mental and physical empowerment and capacities to empower the capacities of society to struggle terrorism and violent crime. You should be equipped with theoretical, with practical, with expertise in order to pass it to your own people. This is a tool. This is our tool, which will be in your use. That's why you translated it to Spanish. You are the one to make the Israeli version into Spanish in order to spread it around, that everybody will be, not everybody can come to training wherever he wants, but everybody can read and everybody can absorb, everybody can imagine, and everybody can follow slowly, until he improves in mental and physical abilities through a written material at the beginning. Because even our Bible, why we call it Bible? The Bible was given to us by God through Moses, and Moses brought it to the public, and after it, you take your version, and Jesus brought it to the others. We became another religion, same religion, but with other version, with the same Bible, New Testimony. So you took our Bible and make it New Testimony. It is in Spanish, practical and useful for the people. This is why you are instructor in your country and not others.
Testimony, security testimony.
New modern mode of operation for the security sector. The life is different. The 21st century, we are progressing with technology. It requires different attitude. It requires different preparation. It requires more. Unfortunately, without mental and physical empowerment, even Moses couldn't climb the mountain. Yes, and continue after it to Israel. So we are trying to do it practically, but theoretically also. Education is theoretically, but education is both together, practical. That's why you, the instructor, are in Spain in order to spread the Bible. Spread it, and after it, give the courses, the practical courses to your own people. Will you allow me to use this occasion to share with your audience information about something which is going to change, an event, an assembly event, which will change totally the mode of operation of the global security industry all over the world. We organize in Israel, in Eilat. It is the border, the three borders. It is Egypt, Israel, and Jordan, and there will be a center, education center, which will share know-how and expertise with all the nations in the world, security practitioners, and the intention is that all the security companies, all those which are working as security practitioners, will be able to communicate and integrate one with another in order to change, to be more efficient while protecting their people or their clientele wherever they need to be protected. Sharing know-how and using a system which will be, we will create a platform for all others to operate and work. We will not be a security company. We will create a platform for those which are in the security sector, those which are educated and trained to help their own people through an event, annual event, which will continue, and there will be also involve a few universities which will take the lead, each one in its country, to improve the education and to improve the standard and to make it in a way that the security will not be a profession that only those who do not have other profession go to deal with. This will be a profession of experts, because you give your life to be protected by somebody, you require that it will be the one who can do it. So this is the intention, to change the attitude, to change the perspective, to change the recognition, identification. Security practitioners deserve respect. Your people which are working in security deserve recognition. And this recognition will be only if we'll be together. It will be a cooperative, international cooperative, which will be, each one is working for himself, but it will be a source of knowledge, a source of know-how, a source of spreading the know-how. Well, call it in a way that, like there are in many countries, the churches that Jesus spread the Bible, spread the Christianity. Yes, we want involvement in the society. This is our religion.
And with the seal of approval and certification by ISA Israel?
The intention is to create a high standard of qualification. If others will take the challenge and will say, we threw the glove, take it and improve your society, join us. We will share know-how, we share know-how. You take it, you took our knowledge, expertise which we shared with you, your capacity, and you are certified today by your Guardia Civil to train others. No? This is the way to do it. It is, you are not a concurrent. You are one of us. You are together with us. We will support and back you all the time, as long as you are doing as you are training for improving. This is what you took it.
So, I imagine all these people coming to the event, coming to the courses, as I understand, and they will be part of something bigger than them, something global, right?
We develop something which will be much bigger than all, because it will be a platform integrated by Israeli expertise, Israeli technology, international involvement, services by all multinational specialists which will be trained by us, which are trained, were trained, will continue to train and will be trained all over, and it will be a platform, technological platform, which will create accessibility to every single security operative, which will be able to operate and to upgrade accessibility through technology. You saw there are today some applications in the internet. Application, why it is application? Application, I will start for the minimal, not the minimal, the known. Booking.com, I make advertisement. Yes, but when you used to book a room somewhere in a country that you don't know, you approach to Booking.com. Just imagine that somebody will need security in any other country. He will apply, he will call, and this service will give him to where to approach for a security, with provisional security, with a long hand of every Spanish will have a long hand to protect these people in Mozambique. Your Spanish will be able, security companies will be able from Spain to protect their people in Singapore. How they come? They will need to fly to Singapore? No, but they will be able to protect their service, their own clientele. This is a huge platform that everybody which is in the standard of this platform will be able to get service to his protectee, those whom he is in charge to protect. Well, until then, maybe your sons, your two boys, will be traveling to study in another country. They will need support, not only security. Not everybody. We do not move permanently secured. Secured is the street. Security is the problem and emergency. In case of emergency, in case of intelligence, in case of information, it will be possible to provide. Spanish will be able to provide in Latin America. Spanish will be able to provide in Arab countries. Spanish will be able to provide in Africa or every country of Africa. It will open the economy. Investment. Your people will be able to invest without hesitation, because they do not know what are the conditions in Nigeria or in Congo Kinshasa, Congo Brazzaville, or whatever. Or everywhere will be security. Security by you, Spanish, which will be able to control the locals with the same standard.
For more information, I'm gonna leave the links and details in the description of the video for the people to go to the website, to the securityacademy.com, and to learn more about the IPT. When we're gonna see you in Spain to organize an event for the security companies in Spain to explain more about this upcoming event in Israel?
My intention is that if you will be able to get to assemble together security service providers of Spanish, which from my point of view need to be the leaders for their economy investor, for all the countries which are considered high-risk zones and people hesitate to go there. And there are many European investors, European, not only Spanish, other countries which cannot manage in Latin America. You colonize them and you have your brothers and sisters there. You, Spanish security providers, are speaking Spanish. You were in these countries 100 years ago. You know what's going there. You can assist the French, the German, the British, the Scandinavian to push them in business, to help them, to protect them in business in Latin America. Why you are not doing it? Why you don't take the initiative and to be the reconnaissance and to be the pioneers and to provide security services to your colleagues in this country which I mentioned? This is the platform idea. That's Spanish. So arrange this meeting. I will be there. I will try to and I will assist you to be the one to develop businesses for the Spanish security industry inside the global sector.
Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity of being here with you and for sharing with us all these secrets.
And hummus. And a lot of hummus that you like. I will bring to Spain a lot of hummus also for your people to understand how good our kitchen and how healthy kitchen we have.
We will be waiting for you in Spain. Till next time, hasta luego, and thank you very much.
Bye bye. Thank you. Shalom.
I have a flight back in it. What's the time? Stop.
By the way,
Stop.